why I regret coming to Togo now, my personal experience here in Togo, as well as just a few things that I have learned in my stay here, is what we'll be discussing in this video. And food is the perfect way to bring this information to us, because if you want to interact with any form of culture, get some food. This is an exciting video, so stay tuned, because this is an adventure that you cannot find anywhere else apart from this exclusive channel called Queen Desta. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are finally doing it, taking a bite here in Lome, Togo. We are going to the market because today we are cooking local Togolese food. Yeah, so Ademe. Yeah. So here we go. Perfect. So we've made it to the market. Yeah. So on this side they are selling, bend down clothes. But we're looking for the fresh fruit market, but we're waiting for one of us that we're gonna be cooking with. Yeah, in the meantime I can show you what this area looks like. What's the name of this area? Akorisewa. Korisewa.
It's the market for Akorisewa.
The market for Korisewa. Okay. Nice. Mini bikes, more people. When I travel, an exclusive experience of being with that country's family and just seeing the way of life every day, movement here and there, is always a perfect way to explore the country. And today we are inside this market. If you're interested in some of the tips that I have compiled together for you in your next journey, it will save you money, it will save you time, it will save you energy. Just check in the description box down below. I have left my email. Write to me and I'll be happy to share this with you for free. Anyway, this is exciting because today I'm going to be joining a Togolese family to cook. So we are coming to the market so we can do like the true shopping, so we can see the negotiation and then, like everything, just see all that the market has to offer. We are getting some vegetables and just getting into some authentic Togolese food to cook. I saw someone actually making fun of a video I did about the Togolese food, and we have to admit that some of the foods that we eat is greatly interchanged within different countries, especially between different African countries. And but you find there's different ways in which people do different things. For example, today we'll be cooking what we call ugali in Kenya, or nshima in different parts of Africa, or sima, or whatever you guys call it, but it's made different. For example, here some countries they do add salt, some places they do make it spicy, but today we're going to be experiencing what Togolese people actually do. So let's get into some purchasing of some vegetables. Let's get excited for today's experience. Introducing you to Togolese food, that's plantain. We have pepper. We have a chili, which is actually very hot, but we are going to use several of these. I'm sure we're going to be buying that. Just different things. We have okra, depending on where you're coming from. Let's collect some of this. How do you know you are in West Africa if you don't pick some of those? This, I'm still not fully ready to enjoy that fully, but maybe with time you're going to experience some okra and get to fall in love with it. But the thing is, it's just the slimy effect that I'm getting used to. As an East Africa, I'm not necessarily that very, convenient. Actually, on this day, we were to make okra soup, but because of the slimy effect, let's do some vegetables, which is still very healthy, Anyway, some onions, very good for the food, delicious. And interestingly, different places just do life very different. In Ethiopia, you find they use a lot of onions to cook, but here not necessarily. So this is us moving from what is, you would say, the side of the market that is focused on more vegetables. We're going to hunt for some fish, because how are you in West Africa and you're not gonna be cooking some fish? Listen, in my life I have eaten the most fish in this season of traveling West Africa, more than I have ever eaten in my life in East Africa. Ain't that crazy? Like, two of my favorite things, plantain and any kind of fish. Fish. My love language. Well, after a successful negotiation, like, this is Africa, you have to bargain, you have to be like, no, I have this, I don't have this. I also got a chance to see what else this other market was offering, and as you can see, there's still more onions. Well, we discovered we needed to add one more, or we hadn't found that which was right, but this was perfect for us to pick. You have to go through the market. Have you been to an African market? It's a whole experience. If you haven't been, you definitely should be. Just be ready to give in some energy and just soak in all the excitement that comes with going to a market. But I also got to visit this other part of the market that has like goat, sheep. There's even a place that has, chicken, turkey, different kind of birds. Just a whole different market, and I loved it. So, time to go back.
We are going back.
Yeah. So now that we've succeeded shopping, let's go cook, so we can know how to cook Togolese food.
Where do you do?
I am preparing
Ademe.
ateme.
Mi jada ateme desi shoko.
Ah. What language is that?
Yeah.
Ewe?
Eve.
Ewe. Now, one thing I find so fascinating about traveling is how you could leave your country not knowing what is an experience you are going to expect. For example, I had no idea of the existence of this family, but them being willing to join me and to show me how they make their food and to join them as we go on this quote unquote our own kind of festive, as we get to prepare for the festive season that's coming and Christmas and all those kind of excitement. Just felt like an early Christmas experience. Listen, my personal experience, amazing, and I'm so grateful to have experienced Togolese, not from a tourist perspective only, but also from a personal one-on-one interaction and just getting to spend a day with this Togolese family. I also got to learn how to, separate a fish and just get the individual thing. These people, they just do it like they were born to do it, but it makes sense. Like they have so much water body. West Africa is blessed with so much water body to give so much easy access to fish like this. It's not like we don't have it in my country, just that we have to wait for the people coming from the coast or from Lake Victoria. But it was amazing. Now, where does the regret come in? I do for sure feel that I do have a regret of never wanting or never putting Togo in my to-do list sooner. Like I wish I had visited this country earlier so I can come and experience how they do different things. Now, let me tell you about this part. There was someone that was selling, this is more like a hawker. She's selling corn, and people eat corn. You combine it together with peanuts, and it was tasty. It was good. It was more than I was expecting for it to be. But the preparation of the food is going on as we are buying some snacks just so we can continue having some energy to keep on cooking. And my host for the day is doing the chopping of onions as the hawker is doing, like the combining. Oh, did I forget that you also combine with coconut? So good. So good. Listen, I love West African food because it's juicy in a way. Like they know how to combine things and give you a perfect flavor. Definitely some pepper is compulsory in West Africa. I have to say it's not that bad yet. I haven't gotten to a place that it's so bad. Maybe when we make it to Nigeria, we are gonna be saying, what can we refresh what we said earlier? Yeah. But it was so kind for this family to host me and to give me a whole exclusive Togolese experience. If you're watching this and you're from a different country, let's stay in touch and we can share. In case I come to your country, you guys can show me how you make your food or how the lifestyle of your country and culture is, especially if it has an African touch, a Caribbean touch, like people of us. Yeah. Fish?
Fish.
Potas. Oh, okay. Can I see the box? Ah, okay. Bicarbonate soda. Yeah. And the fish. Okay.
favorite.
I want to say thank you so much for joining me on this cooking tutorial, but it goes beyond just cooking. Like, it goes to the hospitality that you get to experience. As I said before, this is a family that have no idea who I am, but have trust issues, have hospitality issues, have a welcoming attitude, and are just very keen to give me the real Togolese experience. If you even notice from a few clips here and there, because Togolese people speak French, I'm not necessarily able to communicate with this family very efficient, but they were willing to show me how they do life. They speak Ewe, and even being able to try here and there just makes me feel like, why had you not visited Togo before? And can we also make some things clear that if you have I know someone would think I'm going directly onto them, but if you have been to Togo but only through a transit, that doesn't count. Like, you have to have a true experience. Now, here we are making what we call ugali in my country, and basically in a similar way, in a similar fashion, actually very different, because how we prepare it is completely different from how they do it. For them, they stir all the way through until it becomes a firm thing. Let me say thing. But for us, you keep adding flour. Like right now, we would be adding more flour, but different ways of cooking, different scenarios. As you can see, she's even closed it, put the lid on, and we're just waiting. In the meantime, time to try some new snack. This was actually very tasty. Listen, life is good. So this is made from peanut. I did enjoy this snack. I really did. And it was caught. My attention to this snack came from someone buying like so many of this, and I was just fascinated on, are they going to chew all this the whole entire time? So I was like, I have to try. So let's see. I think I did give a feedback of my experience. Okay. And before we forget, we are still in the kitchen, we are still cooking. Yeah, let the ugali cooking continue. I would actually more like call this soft ugali, but I feel so disrespectful by not using the Togolese word for this meal. Let's continue making our akume. Akume. There's an accent way of saying it that I think I've not fully gotten it, but maybe with time you're going to get it. But according to me, it is soft ugali, and I cannot wait to share with everybody else. Did I even mention like there's a whole family that's waiting for this food to be ready? That's why this pot is big, and we've made a whole big amount of akume. And if you've never tried ugali or akume or inshima, like, do you even have an idea of what being African is? Like, just try. It's a whole adventure on its own.
Patos, akume. Akume.
Akume.
Oui. Yo, quoi, gars?
Well, after several rounds of cooking, swirling, putting the lid on top, I don't necessarily have the terms for food, but I do have the terms when it comes to eating and sharing with people. So stick around because that chance is coming where we're gonna storytell a lot with Togolese people. And I have to say, Africa just has very hospitable people that are happy to interact with other people, very welcoming to guests. And it's time for us to get some food served, which I found this very interesting. As I told you, this akume is slightly softer compared to what we call ugali in Kenya, which I find it's interesting. When you go to like Zambia or the southern part of Africa, their akume is actually similar to this akume, like it's soft. Where did Kenyans get the whole idea of making it a little bit hard? If anything, hard. So after successfully cooking, time to eat. Let's go eat. In all honesty, I felt so honored to have gotten this chance because I know it's not a common experience that people get to have. If you ask the number of people that have visited Togo and how many got a welcome to go through this whole experience. So I find this experience to be so exclusive and I'm happy to share with you. Thank you so much to this amazing and beautiful family. In this eating experience, I also got to learn something very interesting, that most Togolese have a root with another country. So you'll find I am Togolese, but my dad is Togolese, but my mom is Benin. My mom is Togolese, my dad is from Nigeria. My and Ghanaian, all those kind of combination, which were interesting. And of course, eating together is a very amazing thing, and eating with your own hand just makes you feel like you're diving into the meal. And of course, because I participated in the making of this food, it definitely has to be delicious. I would never come here and tell you it was amazing. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Loved it. Food made with love, always tasty, always delicious. And I'm now kind of getting used to the slimy effects of food. But anyway, the fish, love it. Love it. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. This episode was me to show you that actually, in all honesty, I do wish I came to Togo sooner to show you how friendly Togolese people are and how welcoming they are, as well as we get to learn how to make a meal. And in this video, one day, maybe we will try and make something similar, if not exact. Okay? I hope you enjoyed this video. Subscribe to this channel and check in the description box because I have left you some of the tips or an email that if you want my free tips on how to travel around the world, you can definitely reach out. Otherwise, always remember to create time for that which ignites your soul. Until next time, goodbye for now.